Hello.
And we are live.
Yep.
Hello.
Hi there. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for joining us for our weekly game of D&D. I am your humble DM. These are our players, and I suppose we'll start with a quick recap. Last time, Bast and Theodos found themselves in the jail. In the
Prison
ladies' ward, somewhere deep in the mines of the prison. And we had our prison break episode where they wandered through the unguarded hallways, started a small riot, attempted to beguile two orc guards who were not amused or persuaded, and they fled through. After creating a hole in the hallway passageway, they discovered a wyvern named Tyrell, who they offered to help once they got out. And you threw the offer out there.
The offer
whether
was
or
that
not
we had
you...
just opened their door to their cell. That was the offer.
Okay, that's fine.
Dragon let them go.
But
He's gonna die.
but one of the kobolds did come with us.
Yes, one of the kobolds managed to escape with you, and you went through a large mirror into the unknown. And on the other side of things, Blake, Sunny, and Cedric had a weird time at the Grim Journeyman. Lord Blagula did a performance very badly. And then the patron with this large black sack sort of drugged the entire space until a wizard came and cleared it out. And Blake Sunny was severely affected. And Cedric has been basically looking after her in the aftermath of this. The Mothman was thrown through the curtain. Some bribery money was exchanged. And the two of you found yourselves in the Court of Woe after shaking down a couple of magistrates and lifting one of them, apparently against the small print law of the city. You managed to discover a secret passageway to a Chaositech safe house, but you don't have the key. And you were speaking to a half-orc, half-tiefling gentleman, sort of looking about the courthouse aimlessly, when who would come in but Crone. And she squawks about and she scrambles up to you, Blake Sunny. And it's the first time that you've ever seen your boss outside of work.
Such a weird feeling.
She lets out a little "bak," just
And
chicken sound.
She asks, what are you two possibly doing in the Court of Woe? What business could you have here? Oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Crone.
I was about to
I
say.
already know who you are. Don't worry. She says
Blake
to
is-
you, Cedric.
Yeah, Blake is standing a little bit in front of Cedric, kind of defensively. Crone knows us. I want to insulate Cedric from this shit.
Right.
It's just we're heem. Looking for our friends. This is a lead. I think they should be around here.
Your friends aren't anywhere near here. We should probably talk in my office. Let's get back, yeah?
Blake is going to look at Cedric wide-eyed as if asking for help.
I'm gonna. Who are you? You know?
What do you want from him?
How do you know me?
She says, I'm Blake Sunny's boss. At the coffee shop where she used to work, and now we do freelance business, but the situation surrounding one of our jobs has come to my attention, and I think that we need to discuss this in a safer location. And then you feel the ground underneath you two begin to shake, a quiver, as if an earthquake were happening outside.
Oh,
Oh,
Trust me,
Crone.
And she pulls out a little white wand with a glistening blue, like sparkle coming off of the tip.
I like how she didn't answer his question. He was like, "How do you know who I am? I'm Blake's boss."
Are we going or not?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
And
Never
she looks
turned
at
you
you,
down, have
Cedric.
I?
She looks for your consent.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, if this helps find Theodos.
Yeah, so just to give you a little bit more detail and information, this witchy woman is wearing black robes, but she appears almost like a bird woman, like a raven woman with stout, long hands that sort of are also a part of her wings. I wouldn't know how to describe it. She's got a weird limb hand situation going on, but she's a bird woman, a black bird. And you may have heard your companions make reference to the were-ravens being associated with her.
How
And
accurate is this image that I just posted?
Oh my god.
I think that she looks more bird-like than that. Like she
Even
doesn't
more
have as much
bird-like.
skin. Yeah. Like, I think that that's a really good body, but maybe the skin is more feathery.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it looks like she's kind of wearing a cloak or a throwover. Cape.
Here's an even further interpretation.
Oh,
Oh,
I like that a lot. Yeah.
I really do like. That's probably like what's on the front of her shop, and it's like a sanitized version of what she
Even
looks
though
like.
she's
Yeah,
closer to the
Crone's
one
coffee.
above.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the sign for Crone's coffee. That's good. And so, yeah, she casts a spell and she says, "Recall," and points her wand up in the air, and the two of you are all, or the three of you, I should say, are teleported into a coffee shop that Blake Sunny is very familiar with. You're back in the employees' lounge, and she walks you over toward her office and sits back down in her chair, which is the only place basically you've ever seen her.
Yeah, Blake will follow in and lean on the wall and is like, "So, what do you want to talk about? Why'd you intercept us back there, huh?"
And she says, "This is your last chance, Blake Sunny, to tell the truth about what happened in the catacombs and what it is that you found down there. You have some very scary and serious people in the city who have managed to apprehend your traveling companions, Bast and Theodos. And they're still alive, but they've been taken to a very dark place. I can tell you this much for sure. My intelligence channels have informed me.
All right.
They've gone through a portal outside of the city, and I can help reunite. I can help you so you
So-
can save them, but I need
This
to know the
is-
truth first.
A position because Blake kind of like saw the magical blob and just kind of left it to Bast and Theodos, and
Mhm.
hasn't really.
You haven't asked
Like-
questions. You
To her, it's just like a blob of mercury or whatever. It's just fucked up. And so like,
But you
moment-
also found the vial Quicksilver at a different point, I think. Or you found out where it was, right? In the
Yeah.
city, and who was producing it, supposedly.
I
yeah,
don't remember any of that. But maybe I just don't
That was-
remember that.
that was when I got my fucking boyfriend like just outside that house
Yes. Yes, from the Barracudas.
from the Barracudas. Okay, so I'll level with you. They found something weird down there, but then we told, I suppose, Magnus about what Quicksilver did, and then he jumped us, and that's literally all I remember from being down there. I don't know what it is they found, but if it's bad, then oof, you gotta help me save him.
She says Montello didn't know what it is that you took, but he suspected that you were in possession of some, at least knowledge that was greater than you were letting on, and
Okay.
it's soured relations between Shemeshka's organization and hers. But
Oh,
that she knew on good authority that the group of that Theodos and Bast had been brought to the Shadowfell, and also that oh gosh, let me see. She looks you over at this point, and she says, "What did you take? What's wrong with you?"
I don't know. I got roofied, lady. It bounced right off Cedric. Lord knows what this shit is.
She looks to you, Cedric.
Yeah, some weird elf. He had some sort of weird husk suit, and it just filled the entire room with its dust, and everyone
she
it's
said,
I think
"Oh."
they got drugged.
I know just the thing. And she pulls out a little silver whistle. She blows on it. And from a vaporous blue cloud, Wei Min appears in his robes.
Who?
You might not have seen him before,
fuck.
Cedric. The older,
No,
he is
I've
an
never seen him.
older human male with a Fu Manchu mustache and a tiny green cap
Is
with
this the one
long,
that picked me up
wide-set
off the
robes.
Yeah.
street? Is this the one that picked me up
After
off
your
the street?
Morglorp incident, he cured your hangover.
Oh, the one who came to our door.
That guy. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
he
magical
sort of
salesman.
flew into your backyard, and you were worried he was a vampire. He comes, and he says, "Hello, Crone." And she says, "You know what I'm here for." And she throws him a sack of gold, and he hands her a vial of the blue water, and says, "Until next time," and disappears. And she gives
Oh,
that to
shit.
you, Blake Sonny, and says, "Now, come on, come this way. We don't have very much time."
Blake will chug that shit and also make the cool me sign to Wei before he disappears, because she and Wei actually have a good thing going. And yeah, we'll go with
Yeah, and so the effects of the terrible hallucinogenic substance that you took just sort of wash away, and you come back clear. And then Crone sort of points you over, and she takes you into a sort of a secret room behind a bookshelf. And it looks like a tinkerer's workshop. And in one of the corners, she shows you over to what looks like a large plastic dog kennel. And she says, "You two need to get inside of here, and I'll put in the correct coordinates." I know that it looks a little embarrassing. This is the only thing that we could get.
Look, you don't get to make portals. You get to pick them, or you get to find them.
yeah.
Dog
What's this
kennel.
meant to do? It's meant to take us to
Yes,
Theodos? And
yes, this will get you to your friends. Really are clueless, just like in the dossier.
Damn.
That's insulting.
It's supposed to be.
All right, Cedric, no
Yeah.
time to lose, I guess.
Fine. I guess I'm getting in this.
Dog kennel.
Can I even fit in? Can
Yeah,
we even
it's
fit
large
in it?
enough to fit both of you. You kind of have to bend down, but you get in, and Crone closes the metal door and
Pinches it
latches
shut.
Yeah. And she says, "Okay, good luck. If you die, then we never met." And instantly you are dissipated
Doesn't
away.
sound great.
Theodos and Bast, you have a much less stable and calm journey through the cosmos than Blake, Sonny, and Cedric, because you're using sort of the oldest primordial planar magic that exists. It's very discombobulated and disruptive. You feel like your body is being moved in different parts through different planar spaces, and all kinds of strange and mysterious snapshots from different realms: elemental plane of fire, then earth, and then the ethereal plane and the astral plane, and certain dimensions of hell
The
and heaven all flash
para-elemental
between your
plane
eyes.
of ooze.
Yeah, and Bast, in particular, you can hear the voice of a woman. And you recognize it as the same voice of the lady when you saw her and she spoke your name in the remembered vision of those cultists. And she says, "Bast, return to me. Come to me." And the two of you come together and appear on the beaches outside of Shemeshika's castle in the Shadowfell, where you've been previously. And it's much the same scene, sort of gray wastes and a still ocean with a simple docks. There's a different ship on the docks now. It appears to be made out of ebony.
Wait,
with
I look
very
around.
serious black sails, and the castle itself appears to be more heavily fortified.
Kid, this is
And larger.
extremely improbable.
Oh
And
god.
both of you appear there, and Theodis, you throw up.
Flag ground. Flag ground.
Huh? What? We puking now? Buh!
And then from another, and the passageway that you two came from is still kind of lit up in a circle, but next to it, another shimmering portal opens, and out pops Blake, Sunny, and Cedric, and they're sort of on all fours as they crawl
Okay, this is
What the fuck?
grown to absolutely astronomical chances.
Whoa, we puking here? Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck, give me a moment.
You let up a pellet, an owl pellet.
out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bud can do that on command, so.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna wonder how two separate portals throughout Sigil led to the exact same place. I'm not
And the
gonna
one
wonder
that
how you
Blake,
two
Sunny,
just
and
showed
Cedric
up here.
walk through disappears instantly, but the one that you two have walked through is still there.
Oh,
How... I say at them.
Crone did it.
Also,
How could she know?
at the moment that Cedric and Theodis are there on the beach together, some kind of energy, spiritual energy between the two of them, almost like their auras become visible in the moment and begin to cross in between. Like there's some kind of connection. And we'll say that the camera pans out and like the soul of Theodis and the soul of Cedric are brought into the
the
same
fuck?
space and merged momentarily.
Blake watches this with Bast, like, what?
It's like
Jesus.
lightning is striking in between the two of them, and their energies merge.
My energy is
And
purple.
then it, then the effect vanishes.
What was that?
Did we just short circuit, dude?
You can make an Arcana check, if you would like.
Could I make a religion check?
It is.
Oh, nat 20.
I'll say yes.
Sure. They're both the same.
But Theodis, you instantly know what has happened. Cedric, you are not sure. But Theodis, you get the feeling that your souls have been bonded for some reason. And that if one of you dies, both of you will die.
I
That's
turned
It's a
right.
Give me
ritual-
one moment.
I turned
Go
to Blake while this is happening. I said, I'm out.
You say this every time.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I know. You don't. You see
I'm
me.
not gonna
You,
stop
you,
you.
you see me probably for the first time. I am
Yeah.
covered in blood.
Oh,
Most of it
fuck.
is my own. And I've got like vomit down the front of my vest.
Oh,
You can smell the piss.
I can-
You
I
see
can-
like these
about
dark
that.
bruises on my wrists. I say, yeah. I know I've said it before.
Fuck.
I have so much money in my pockets that I can live on any plane comfortably if they take gold. So I'm gonna find my way off of this one. and I'm out.
Okay, I got it. But at least
Guys, what's that
let's
smell?
rest here,
It's just like
patch up our
it's like
wounds.
urine.
The last time
Maybe
that you
take
were
that.
here, you found the journal of a Delrius Spindlewan, who was a mage who was seeking a way to elongate life, to extend life eternally. A certain philosopher's stone or a rare elixir, and it was told that mysteries of it could be found on this island. And I believe that you might have found his alcove, which was off to the side of the island itself.
Derek, could you repeat what happened to me and Cedric?
You believe that you experienced what is known in the wizarding community as a soul bond, where your souls, for one reason or the other, have become interconnected and your life forces tied to each other, so that if one of you dies, both of you die. It is sometimes used in the event of like guardianship, or for people who are assigned to protect a certain person. They soul bond with them as the ultimate act of like, trust and loyalty. It's usually in the conditions of like a formal protectorate, though, and I know that you think about it, and Theodis did sort of say that he would be able to look. I think that it was specifically to look after and protect you, was the phrase that was used.
For the time
I'm not
being,
exactly
yeah.
sure. Yeah. And you think that it might be a formalized somehow that promise has manifested itself here in this tangible way. You immediately
the
suspect Shemeshka is responsible for it. Just in the magical signature, you're familiar from having been in the same space as her. The feeling of her dark magic, you think, is at play here. With your natural 20.
Well, if you guys are done soul fucking, can we find a way out of here? You know that episode of Rick and Morty with them doing the Dragon Rider bonding?
Oh yeah,
Oh god.
no.
Oh, yeah.
that episode is disturbing.
Oh yeah!
Could you lie down first and like maybe take a bath? Because feels like we need it.
I mean,
No.
are we
Feels
safe
like we
then?
need it.
No. Look
I mean,
fucking
I can say
around
I'm
you,
fine.
Blake. Does it look like there's a fucking bath anywhere near us?
There's water. You guys can deal with that shit. I'll just keep watch.
I see a ship.
Where even are we?
Shit.
I
There
don't-
is a it's a small, I don't know if it would be called a galley, but a small sailing ship
Ooh.
Schooner.
of schooner.
Yeah.
Come, Cedric. Let's investigate, my soul friend.
Sure, but like, where are we? I have no idea where we are. Are we even in Sigil still? Or
You
what plane are we
do
in?
not
Yeah.
think that you're still in Sigil. There's an overhanging
Describe it.
aura of dreariness to the world around you, and there's, instead of the ambient lighting space of Sigil, overhead it's just shadowy, overcast, and gray. There are almost no colors in the landscape of the world that you see around you, and everything is gray toned, even where there's the suggestion of color. There's a beach on which you're kind of standing, at the end of which there's a grassy pathway leading up to a massive fortress with large sconces and torches of green flame, and a dreary ocean that is barely moving, sort of cast out in all directions as far as you can see. And there's just this vessel, this ebony ship, which is darker even in the bleak surroundings, apparently.
Yeah, let's go check out this ship. See what's there.
I
See
kind
if
of
there's any
like
people.
kind of like have newborn horse feet and wobbling all over there.
Yeah.
Why?
Shut up!
Why?
Portal travel, right?
We're just gonna go get on random ships in strange lands that we're unwillingly teleported to?
It's not like we're sailing away. Come on!
This is so stupid.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
just
you
start walking.
go toward the docks and you see that this rather compact sailing vessel, I mean, it appears to have a simple setup. There's an anchor. The sails are folded in, but they're black so far as you can tell. And there is a hull or an underkeep, but it is it doesn't appear as if the doorway is open. It's like jammed shut.
I kick it.
It doesn't give.
I kick it again.
Fucking, it's door time.
It appears
What
as if the doorway itself is made out of almost like a lacquered or a harder substance than the rest of the boat and enforced.
Well, at the very
there
least,
isn't there is a place where a padlock would go, but there's not currently a padlock on it.
well, at this point, I'm just knocking with my kicks.
Mhm.
And I just start
Anybody home?
really getting into it, really fucking kicking the door. Like, I'm not trying to break it, I'm just going at it.
Yeah.
Is anybody home? On
There's no
ship?
response.
Could I sense with my owl sensors that I hear anyone inside? I can hear a field mouse from over 3 miles away.
Yeah, but because of the nature of the container and the way that it's sealed, you
Container.
don't think that you can hear anything skittering around, no matter
Okay.
how good your roll is.
I pull out my Vorpal needle and I will cut the just the latch part so the door can open.
If you let me see. You cut the latch, the door does not open. The latch falls.
You gonna make
Detect
me
magic on
you
the
gonna
door.
make me do this door? You gonna make me do this door? All right. I was gonna be nice. Now I start going around the outline of the door with the needle.
Sure. What's your athletics bonus or
You
whatever?
wanna know what my athletics modifier is? It's plus
Mhm.
8.
Plus 8. Do any of you have a plus 10 athletics or arcana?
No, we couldn't possibly
No.
at this level.
Oh,
Those are
okay.
those are astronomical numbers.
Yeah.
You're asking for.
I understand. If you don't have those stats, though, you're not going to, even using the blade, you're able to cut into it a little bit, but you're not able to break it.
Detect magic on the door.
Gleek's gonna start looking around while this happens for alternatives to the door.
You can tell that there's a magical lock on this door, yes, and you believe that it is very powerful. There's not much more information that I can give you.
I sidestep the door and start cutting into the hull of the ship.
Stop! Stop! It's
No.
just a door.
Nope. Obviously, it's very well protected. That means someone.
It's a
will-
magical door.
Okay, why do you keep saying that like I don't fucking know?
You can't just
Say it
take
again,
it and saw
kid.
into
Say
it.
it again, kid. Maybe I'll get it this time.
I will. It's a magical door. You
Oh,
can't kick it
it's
down.
fucking magical? Whoa! That's why I'm gonna go to the wall. It's not, hopefully. And I start cutting into the wall.
So you cut into the wall next to the door, and I guess that you're able to cut it out easily enough, and inside it almost, you can hear the sound just reverberates there. It's like it's hollow on the inside from this perspective.
I climb in.
Yeah, and it's just it seems like an empty space.
I will strike one of my torches with a firebolt.
Mm-hmm. And it's almost like that the boat is hollow on the inside from your perspective.
Aren't all boats hollow?
Yeah, there's nothing in here though.
Can I cast Zone of Truth?
If you like.
To guard against deception, right?
Well, Zone of Truth
Would that be able to?
It's
a-
mainly
to reveal
used
it?
for
It's a lie
interacting
detector.
with creatures.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
I
like
was wondering if I could
no
maybe
one can
discover
willingly
something.
tell a lie
not like-
while in it.
It doesn't reveal spaces or give you the
Oh,
answer
okay.
to riddles necessarily.
If someone's
Worth a
hiding in
try.
the Zone of Truth and you ask if anyone's there, then they have to say yeah. But
No, they
otherwise
don't.
If they fail.
It does
If they
not.
fail, they
Oh,
say
they
It does
don't?
not compel you to speak. You
Wow.
cannot willingly tell a lie, though. It's really tricksy. It's really tricksy.
yeah,
You can
that-
get really tricksy with it, depending on how you want to play it.
Yeah. But it does not compel someone to answer a question.
So
Detect magic
yeah, it seems like, I mean, there's a flat level ground, but from your perspective, Bast, you don't know what the deal is with the magical lock because there's nothing in here of apparent value.
It's probably a portal. I'm gonna keep looking around the ship. Let's move about. Does it just seem like a model from the interior?
I
Like-
guess that, yeah, you could say that. Like they're
Undetailed. Yeah.
right. Like it's just a room space. There aren't even or there aren't even any extra supplies or
Fucking
barrels.
awesome. I take off my vest and roll it up and put it on the ground and lay down on it.
Mm-hmm.
I roll over.
You can hear the sound of a thud, yeah, everyone who is not inside of the ship. There's enough space that's been carved out for you all to crawl in, one at a time.
You taking a
Blake's
nap there,
gonna
buddy?
take watch because it looks like Bast is taking a nap.
You tuckered out there, buddy?
Kid, I don't need your
You should
shit
get-
right now.
Ooh, nappy poo right now, buddy.
Kid, I appreciate what you did for me, but fuck off right now.
Oh, he's a little testy. Let's get his nap in. I'm gonna search around the ship more.
On the top, I mean, on the deck, there really isn't very much else. Simple rigging, the mechanism for the anchor. You can see no indication of any other way to the inside of the ship on the sides or any inserts for cannons or anything like that. No apparent defenses. But there are simple sail rigs that appear to be very neatly tied.
I want to use detect magic and see if I see anything out of the ordinary.
You notice that on the front end of the ship there is the name, the Irina.
The arena.
Fuck that. That was
He's
that
just
was
laying down.
No, that
burps.
was
Fuck
Keaton.
that.
That was Keaton that said that, not Bast.
I would like to imagine the best is that just laying down. His burps. Fuck that.
It's
Go
more of
back
his
to bed.
like fourth wall while he's sleeping, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the host of this show anymore.
I don't want to host this show no more. Did you watch that Vic Berger video yet?
No,
I'll
I'll
send it to you later.
please.
Oh, how hurt is
Very.
Bast right now?
Oh,
Bast.
pretty
Very.
hurt.
Bast seems very hurt. Yes.
Okay, can I use lay on hands?
Well, he's just gone
to heal.
inside of the ship to rest, so you would have to go inside there. But you do think that you could help
Yeah.
staunch his wounds, which would
Yeah, I'll
probably
go
be
do that.
helpful. Yeah, so you hear the sound of armor kind of clanking up to you, and you.
I don't roll over.
Yeah. How much HP do you give? Cedric?
Oh, can I see how hurt he is with
Very.
my
He's
like medicine
very
check?
badly hurt.
He's
You
very
don't
bad.
think there's a like whatever you feel like giving him, he could use.
I'll give him probably. Well, I mean, probably gonna have a rest. A lot. Are we having a short rest or a long rest?
Bast is attempting to initiate the process for whichever he can get by the time we get accosted by something here. So he's laying down, trying to get as much sleep as possible before something comes up and fucks up our day even more.
I'm gonna give him. Well, I'll give him 30.
Whoa! You put your hand on his back. Oh shit! And like my wounds start closing up. Oh.
Yeah, most of your chest wounds and wounds on the side of you close up.
Still got a little bit of damage, but that's good. Whoa! Thanks. That feels nice.
You can see that his supplies are laid down next to him, and he's just sprawled on the floor. There's enough room for about 5 people to rest somewhat comfortably in the space.
I'll roll over,
6.
give him a nod, start going through the belongings that I've kept. Like, I've got most of my stuff, but have any wine bottles survived? I know I had at least 2 on me when I was arrested.
No, your wine hasn't survived, but the Morglorp is still there.
Yep,
If
I
you
reach
investigate the
into
pouch,
the
you can see
pouch.
that it looks like someone scraped with their fingernail just the
I
top.
don't give a fuck. Yeah, and I start just rubbing it on my gums when I roll back over.
Cool.
Someone's glorping.
Yeah, your
I'm gonna shoot
glorp
quite
senses
tough
go off on the top
so-
of the ship, Theodis.
I smell it.
Not again. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long rest if I can. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. I've not
Yeah,
slept
yeah.
for a while.
Hey, you better wake up, Bast.
I'm having sweet dreams are made of glorp.
I can hear it.
I like poke a finger in it and stick it out to Theodis. You earned it, kid.
I see the spit hanging off of it, and I'm like, thanks. And I like take it, prestidigitate it, and I just take a little bit off of it, not even that much. And just like,
All right, everyone, get in here. We're drugging our woes away.
I'm keeping guard. You guys can drug.
Nope. Get in here.
I feel
Someone gotta
good.
keep guard.
Make an intelligence check, Blake Sunny.
Oh fuck. The strong must protect the fucking glorp. Intelligence. Oh god. No. 16.
You think that if someone were watching the ship from afar or otherwise, that it would probably be less suspicious if you were inside of it with this little hole cut out, and it would be less likely to draw attention than if you were inside of the ship. You think that it might actually be safer.
Oh yeah, that's the plan. She's just gonna stay in the hull and just kind of watch over everyone, make sure no one walks in. She also did just get off the previous batch of drugs that she's been on, so she's in no rush to start a glorping.
I barrel roll across the ground over to Blake. Blake, sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain that you drive in my heart of me and love we share. He just started singing Tainted Love while rolling around on the ground.
Blake watches in horror, like tries to join in but doesn't know the lyrics to this otherworldly song.
Cedric, you find that it very difficult to find a comfortable position in which to lie down. It's almost like there's always something poking you in the back.
I poke
no
you in the
matter
back.
Which way you sleep. Yeah, and then you notice one of Bast's infernal swords is actually poking you.
No, I'm gonna bat that away. Stick it in my back. Damn. I'm just gonna have to. I mean, I was in the military for a while, right? So I'm used to kind of sleeping a little rough. You know, I can take it a little.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll keep tossing and turning till I get comfy.
Toss and turn, I can't sleep at night. Oh, Tainted Love. I start joining in on Tainted Love
and
with
then
you.
we moved into the
Uh-huh.
extended version of the song where they cover Where Did Our Love Go? Oh, baby, leave me. I'm just rolling on the ground, snapping and singing incoherently to myself with theaters.
I start singing Tainted Love with him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tainted Love.
Bob, Bob.
You start feeling yourself tempted for that second little pinchlet, Theodis.
I don't hesitate now that I'm kind of fucked up. I just and there's like a little bit of spit on it. It's kind of gross, but I just
Yeah. And the wave kind of hits you, right? Like
The drip.
the drip. And the two of you, amble about on the floor of the ship, the lower deck.
I've got this burning yearning feeling inside me.
oh my
And
god.
you are able to rest through. It takes longer. You
Mhm.
sleep for longer. We'll say 12 hours instead of the usual 8. But you do get the benefits of a long rest.
Yes.
I won't take that because I'm keeping guard. Blake just kind of watches over him.
Mm-hmm. When
Is
you
what
wake
Bass
up-
says when he wakes up.
Bast and Theodis, could you make Constitution checks?
Oh, fuck yeah. Saving throws?
Just a check.
Oh, okay. I did a saving throw. That's much better.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Is it the same as your check?
Oh. Where
You can just roll again.
where
It's
is
fine.
it? Oh, there it is.
Much better. Yeah. So the two of you are I think that you both feel some kind of like camaraderie. It's not a particularly great feeling, but you've also been in the Shadowfell before. So there's a compounded discomfort and like disorientation, but you recognize it in the other person, and I guess that it's slightly lessened in that capacity. There aren't any mechanical disadvantages that you face, but you don't necessarily feel the most chipper.
I feel like I'm in some sort of soft cell.
And then there's and you hear the sound of rushing water outside.
Oh,
I guess
fuck.
it's time to get up.
Nose goes. Nose goes.
Emma, I go outside.
You go outside and you can see standing at the wheel a stout, 7-foot tall, armored, resplendent vampire with a crown on and an extravagant cape on his back. He just works the wheel. And you're out at sea at this point,
no.
and everything around you is just dreary. The sails are down. But
Wait.
there's hardly a
So,
breeze, and the
since-
ship is lightly moving.
Since I cut a hole
We cut a hole.
into the side of the
Yeah.
ship, that means we are now looking out the side of the ship. The deck's up above us.
I thought that you cut a
Nope.
hole more through the deck.
Nope, I put it into the
Um,
wall of the ship.
Okay,
So I'm gonna climb out and up onto the deck.
that's fine. Yeah.
I'm
Either way, we'll say that there's whatever. It is a magical boat.
Mhm.
magical boat. I will just
Yeah.
say that now.
I'll climb
Yeah.
up and out and pull everyone up onto the deck of the ship, kind of almost ignoring the dude at the wheel.
He's almost ignoring you too. He sort of
Nice.
takes note of the lot of you.
Once I pull everyone up, I'll kind of stretch and look around. I'll just casually saunter up the steps next to him, turn, kind of stand shoulder to shoulder with the guy, put my hands in my pockets.
He says, "It is a cruel sea here in the Shadowfell."
You don't say.
I do say.
I see.
But
Hope you don't mind us on your ship. Kind of was the only
no,
place to sleep.
I'm happy to ferry visitors across our strange land.
Is that a fact? Are people happy to do things often here in this place?
Are people happy in this place?
This is
Yeah.
this is the way that I defy the forces which keep me constrained to Shadowfell.
I see. It's like a self-actualization kind of thing. You just pretend you're happy and maybe you'll be happy.
Well, happiness doesn't mean the same thing in a place like this, with such domains of dread and apparent destruction.
Where are we going?
And he says, I would think of going home, but
Where's that?
he says, I live in Barovia.
Where?
Do I know this guy? Or
He
would I
says
know-
that he lives in Barovia
Oh.
and
Sounds
rules
nice.
with an iron fist.
Hmm.
He says, maybe you have heard of me. I am Throd von Zarovich.
No, can't say that I have.
Lightning cracks in the distance.
Can't say that
I
I
got your
have.
book, dude.
Met a couple of vampires recently. I'll be honest, they were not swell.
Yeah.
Really?
Really,
Do-
they
What were their names?
Blagovich, Nadja, Laszlo, I think was his name. Anyway,
You
they
look
live.
like a Laszlo.
They live. We're cagers. Most of us are, at least. You know what that means?
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh. Oh, Bast actually relaxed. This guy's not clueless. Cool.
I've been to the cage enough times in disguise.
Really?
You would before? Yes, there was a time.
Can I roll a history check to see if I do know anything about Strahd?
Yeah. Blake Sunny was talking about Strahd not that long ago. I think she bought us a book.
I bought and read his book, so Blake is sitting here like,
Oh yeah, Blake is just like,
You read his
trying to be
autobiography. Yeah.
yeah,
aren't you? Hey, wait a minute. Yeah. I think I do know who you are. Oh yeah, Mr. Von Zarovich. Mr. Von Zarovich. Oh, it's a pleasure. I thought you were a bit like the lady. Isn't that very powerful? You know, you got your place, but no one sees you outside of that place. What you doing here?
He says
Did you break free from your bonds of the Lords of Dread? Good for you, bud.
He says, throughout the Shadowfell, I amble when the planes are aligned.
Well,
But
I'm glad you
It is
got out
only
of
when
your
summoned.
prison. I'm
I
glad
must
you
be
were able
invited.
to. Wow, cool. That's good. That's good for you, man. That's awesome.
He says that Shemeshka.
Ugh. Don't get me started on her. Thought she was cool. You're not friends with her, are you?
He says if it were possible to have friends here, then I still don't know if the King of the Cross Trade would smile kindly on me. But for my incredible power,
Like to toot your own horn? That's fine. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think we're on good terms with her either.
and
Yeah.
he says, well, there are other ways than through her to get back where you need to go.
Oh yeah, what? What do you? Yeah, what? She's not like she's like the king of portals or anything like that. I mean, come on.
No.
I was
but-
never worried about using her to get out of this place.
And I'd like everyone to make a perception check now.
You know what, Mr. Von Zarovich, you're a pretty cool guy so far. It's an 18. I'm sorry, do you prefer count?
Lord.
Well, does that apply when you're not in your own domain?
Yes.
You got
Yes,
it,
does
bud.
apply.
You got it, bud. Anything. You're not the first noble I've met, my lord. So, that's okay.
And you notice in the distance, Bast, what appears to be a single ship about twice as long and high as yours, slowly eking direction of your vessel.
I will. Oops. Sorry, I'm just trying to find some nautical phrases. I see a ship out there.
Starboard.
It's fine. There we go. And he says, the Dusk Elves,
Friends?
prepare yourselves for
Right,
battle.
right. I look down at the deck of the ship. I look around for any sort of cannons, of which there are none, if I was led to be.
Yeah, there
be told.
are none that you can see. And Strahd says, yes, there are cannons mounted within the ship, but the control mechanism is here on the mast. And he points you to a little secret compartment there on the mast that has two buttons, one for the left cannon and one for the right cannon.
Cute. Someone else handle this, and I'm gonna step up to the side of this ship that the other ship is approaching on.
Okay, it's still about 400, 200, 300 feet out in a ways, but it does appear to be approaching. Is there anything else that anyone would like to do in preparation?
Blake's gonna kind of stand
You
alongside
notice
Bast.
behind them is a wall of mist. I'm sorry, Blake.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, just standing alongside Bast to like intercept these fuckers.
Kid, you should probably
I'm-
handle the cannon.
Or Cedric.
No, I think Cedric should be up here with us.
I'm
I
gonna
know,
cast
giving him the option.
Shield of Faith on myself. This gives me
Cool.
plus 2 AC.
Nice. What's your
Nice.
AC now?
Oh.
Like 20?
19.
Oh wait,
Nice.
Blake's gonna look at this and like her eyes are gonna go wide, and she's like, "Give me a second," and she's gonna go up to the crow's nest,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
and she's going to prepare to fucking reverse board them and glide.
Oh my god, hell yeah! That's so
Yeah.
awesome! Because you're an owl and can totally do that.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been wanting to glide it for like fucking 5 sessions in a row now, and I'm just like, how do I do it?
Oh, very cool!
Yeah, the crow's nest goes up about 20 feet, 25
Blake,
feet roughly.
I don't want you down there by yourself for too long. So wait till they get close.
Thanks. I'll take out the cannons. Don't worry about me. And yeah.
Yeah, it's at this point that the first of their cannons starts
Wait,
shooting
so,
in your direction.
Well, I need you to since sea battles. You said they're
Yes.
approaching us. They can't be
Yes.
approaching us and shooting their cannons.
Well, a ship can be moving, and I guess
You
that
can't
if we're
move
talking about, like, an
laterally with a
oncoming-
ship.
Yeah, that's fair.
They need to either be coming at us or turning to fire. I mean, they might have cannons up front, but I just want it to be known that you can't shoot your side cannons.
Yeah. They do. They begin to turn in the space to begin firing their cannons, which
Cool.
would have a far enough range
Yeah.
for the distance. But yes, they do expose the side of their ship, and you have front-facing cannons, so you would be able to return fire from this position. Let me just. Oof. One of the shots, so 3 of them hit the ship and strike it, and the ship's materials are very, very strong and manage to hold themselves, but the boat itself is rocked, and yeah, no one needs to make any deck saves or anything like that, but you're sort of all knocked prone.
Wait. If I'm knocked prone, can I make a deck save to not be knocked prone? Because that would be
I guess
awesome.
if you would
That's how
like.
it usually works.
Yeah, that's fine.
How close am I to Bass to do this when he's doing this? Because he gets a +4. Everyone gets a +4 when they're near me, within 10 foot.
I'm gonna say
Wow.
that yes, you can take that +4.
Nice, thank you.
Cool. Do I have to make this roll because I'm on a mast?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
I ended up getting a 10.
Okay.
Very cool. I have danger sense, so like fucking I get advantage on this one.
Nice.
One is 20 non-natural, and I don't think I'm gonna roll higher than that.
That's a con save.
Oh, con save, even better.
No, it says it's a con save.
You need to pick decks.
Oh shit, my bad.
It's fine.
Fuck!
Nat 1.
You +4 then.
Oh, wait, did you roll with advantage?
Oh,
No,
So with advantage, it's the 6 + 4 is 10. So yeah, all of you are knocked prone. Blake, Sunny, you managed to stay in the crow's nest, but just barely. You kind of have to hold in. And Strahd says, "Return fire!"
I would if it was my turn in initiative.
We have not quite gotten into initiative yet. They're not close enough. But Theodis, you're closest to the mast.
I'm on my butt. I get up.
And if you just want to make
Fire.
2 D20 rolls for me.
Ooh.
D20. Roll. I got a 4.
Mhm.
And I got a 17.
So the first one misses and goes wide, and the second one is like a direct hit into the center of the ship. And you see another little explosion come from where you cracked into the boat itself. It's still structurally intact, but you think you did a significant number to it.
Yeah! Did you guys see that?
You fucked him up, kid.
And the boat
You're
begins to
natural.
right itself and begin to head straight towards you. And now we'll roll initiative.
Oh, cool. All right. $16.
roll for Strahd.
Can't believe Strahd is just fucking here.
I can only because it's one of Derek's campaigns.
Yeah.
I guess that's yeah.
He can't leave.
Par for the
He can't
course.
leave his land anywhere else, but he can here, and that's fine. It's kind of his thing that he's trapped there.
Right.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
But I like this. It's cool seeing him not in Barovia.
He was summoned by Shemeshka, and this was not quite expected, but it has become it's become something for him. Blake, Sonny, you are the first to act. You can see that the other ship, having redirected itself, is about 120 feet away. Probably too far to glide.
Real quick, I just want to say I'm really happy for Strahd, honestly. He gets to put his sailing cap on and hit the nice air of the open sea for a little bit. Good for him.
Yeah, he's grizzled. If he were capable of growing facial hair, like, I know that isn't, that's too far even for me, but I imagine little stubbled Strahd.
I didn't know he couldn't grow facial hair. I didn't know that was
In
canon.
my head, it might not be canon. I think he probably has a beard before he becomes a vampire.
Sorry.
Never again.
So, how far up is the crow's nest?
It's about 25 feet.
Oh, that's just enough for me to be able to glide onto their boat.
Is it?
But I'm not going to do it until they start to, like, board themselves.
Mhm.
So I guess I'm going to hold my action until they get closer. But the moment they get closer, let me know.
And you see that they drop a sail in the midst of their boat, and the insignia of the Chaositex is visible.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this one, baby.
Bast, it is now your turn.
What the fuck is a faction doing out here? Okay.
You hear gray elves begin hollering. No, 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 no.
All right.
It's our battle cry.
Lead, 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 lead. How far is the ship?
It's about 120 feet. Massward.
Roughly on a timescale, how long would that take for us to kind of?
Probably
For-
another round.
I put my leg up on the edge of the
How
ship.
long is a round?
6 seconds ish.
10
It's really vague and
seconds-ish?
doesn't actually
I
matter.
do 10-second rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think
okay.
that it's way too long as it is.
If you ever have a spell that says it takes a minute to cast, sorry, bud, not in the middle of combat.
It's more for lasting. How long it lasts.
Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, I what do you think I am? Some kind of ranged caster? I stand with my leg up on the edge and my sword's drawn.
Very good. See, it is now your turn.
Oh, I'll cast mirror image on myself.
Nice. You do that.
Smart.
All right. I have the adrenaline rush of hitting the ship with those cannons, so I'm just like, I'm gonna do it again.
Mhm.
Have a childlike glee.
Yeah!
Here we go.
Go ahead and fire again.
I'll do it again.
And the cannons both misfire. And Strahd says, "You need to give it time to reload. You'll hear the clicking."
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't explain it.
Strahd just apologized? Wow.
Yes.
it's okay.
No.
This is
he's
not-
in the midst of it. He's in the midst of it.
He's
This is not like
changed.
his autobiography at all.
I know,
That's
right?
true.
I know, right? You must be like so thrown off right now. This guy's way
Being at
cooler than he would have
sea.
been led to believe.
Has changed Strahd von Zarovich, that's for sure.
Yeah, it has.
It is now the pirates' turn. They have a couple of front-facing cannons. One of them is going to hit the boat, which kind of rocks it to the side, so that the cannons aren't quite. So that the ship is almost sidewise to the incoming one. And pirates on board the ship begin shooting arrows. But none of them are effective. They just...
Okay.
You think that they might just be doing it for show.
How much closer are they now?
They
Yeah.
move closer to about 60 feet away.
Oh, baby!
I think that it
That's
would be
enough.
much easier for you to glide this length.
Okay, Blake
Cedric.
loses her...
Oh,
you know what? Yeah, she'll
go
take a
ahead.
turn after Cedric.
I'm gonna cast with my. I'm gonna channel divinity to cast sacred weapon on my greatsword.
No.
Lasts for a minute.
Nice.
Cool.
It's considered magical, and add 4 to attack
A
rolls.
+1? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
plus
Hell.
4 to attack rolls, and it emits a bright light for 20 feet and
Is
dim
it
light for 20
+4
feet.
to the attack roll itself? That's crazy.
It just says you add plus 4 to attack
It's
rolls.
his ability.
Yeah, it's from it's my faith ability. Call to
Oh,
Palor.
that's amazing. Yeah, so you do that. Your sword begins to glow, and it stands out in the bleakness of the Shadowfell. And then it's Strahd's turn, and he is going to pull out a wand, and a gust of wind is going to right the ship. And he says, I'm going to try and ram through them. It's a strong
Why?
vessel, but hold on.
Is your ship
And-
that much stronger than theirs?
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, the two ships begin to head for a head-on collision. Blake Sunny, it is now your turn. It's about the other ship is about 40 feet away from you, or from the ship that you're on.
It's not a good idea for me to glide onto there.
You can see that
Blake-
there are several
Get on
gray
there and throw
elves
people off.
on the deck, clad in light armor with swords.
Anyone on the
Oh.
mast?
On the mast, it appears as if there is a goblin with a little jester's hat on.
No fucking longer is there because I can glide super well. With 25 feet, unless like the masts are equal height, I think I can glide onto their mast.
Their
Depending.
mast is quite a bit higher. Their ship is higher, so their mast by extension is higher.
Okay, well instead I'm just gonna dive bomb one of the people on the deck. As Blake launches herself from the fucking crow's nest.
Dude, I imagine
Screaming.
this owl screech.
It's just looking in bewilderment at this. Like, what? This is just isn't a good tactic.
Heads up, goofy fuckers.
Yeah, you do
So
that.
yeah, and I'm just gonna dive bomb one of them. Can I make an attack roll when I do it?
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't have a
Fucking-
problem gliding your way onto the deck of the other ship into someone else. You can make that attack roll.
Beautiful.
mhm.
Cool. So I'm going to attack with advantage. Wait, that was just a damage roll, David. I'm not very smart. Here we go. So that's a 24
Wow.
24 hits, yes.
and a 23.
So you
One of
cut
those.
into
Yeah.
this gray elf, this female gray elf.
Fuck. That's very good. Does she live?
Yeah. Is that all of your damage? Is it 16 and 18?
No. It's hold up. I need to scroll up these. But yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'll just take that. That's like 34.
I also have to take the D4 damages, so I need to do that.
Got it.
Sorry. 3 acts of wounding, baby. 5 extra.
Nice.
Cool.
She's still alive.
Yeah.
And she kind of pulls out her sword. You can tell that there are a few other gray elves on the deck of the ship, and some of them run about and go underneath the deck.
Yeah, that's right. Run.
Is there anything else that you want to do?
There's nothing else I can do right now.
Cool.
So no.
Bast, it is now your turn. The ships are closer to 40 feet apart. You think that they might hit each other at an awkward angle, though.
Okay. I will. I want to shoot a firebolt at the person steering their ship in an attempt to hopefully make them like flinch in some way that'll make our ramming a bit more optimal. What I'm
You
gonna
think
do
that
is
that might be possible? There is a tall gray elf with a captain's hat on, standing at the wheel, and you can make an attack roll on them.
cool. Firebolt's 120-foot range. Blast.
it's definitely range.
Oh, that was very close to being a 1, but it wasn't.
Nice. 19 hits.
And deals only 4 fire damage.
Okay. They do have to take one of their hands off the wheel to pat themselves, and the ship turns. That's a 2. Oh, perfect. The ship turns to the side more, so that you have something more akin to the type of collision that you were originally going for.
Dead ahead, Captain! I yell out to Strahd.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Theodis, it is now your turn.
I'm listening for the clacks, but I know 10 seconds is not enough.
The
So-
clacks, you did it last time, so it misfired, and yeah, you think that you are going to need to wait another round. What do you do?
So,
Do
I
you
look-
just want to hold your action?
I look towards Blake Sunny, and I see that elf that's almost cut down and take out her sword. I'm like, I've got to help. So, use both Eldritch Blasts, because I have 360 feet,
God damn.
Yeah.
and
Fucking
it ignores
sniper.
cover.
Fucking
Uh-huh.
warlock
Sniper rifle
snipers.
over here.
Yeah, so I
And
like
it's a
shoot 2
forceful one,
beams
right?
from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it'll knock her back if it hits. So I aim 2 of these beams at the one that like has drawn its sword towards Blake Sunny, the one that she damaged already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it fell. And
These fucking
Man, I can never
arrow
roll.
torpedoes.
Oh my god.
and I hit one of them, I'm guessing.
Yes, that one does hit.
And man, I do 5 damage to it. To
Very
her.
good.
Do they need to make
Um,
a save, or are they just thrown?
I think that they're just pushed back, and she is knocked
Pushed back 10
into
feet.
sort of the side railing of the boat, but she doesn't fall. You think that you think if both of them hit, she probably would have.
She's fucking tough. Holy shit.
Yeah, and she just scowls at the two of you. Pick the wrong day to mess with the chaos attacks.
Wait,
Fucking
you what? Oh, fuck.
yeah.
no. You didn't just say that, Derek, right? Like, they're the
Uh,
ones who came at us.
You didn't hear it.
They're the ones who
Yeah.
came at us.
That's exactly what Blake says. Like, fucking you shot at us, dickheads. Oh, I'm not just gonna kill you. I'm gonna take you back. My friend's gonna love you.
And it is now the pirate's turn. 2 other pirates are going to attempt to attack you, Blake Sunny, from behind.
Very cool.
One of them only rolls an 11,
No.
and the other one also, or that they get multi-attack, so they miss twice.
Oh, cool.
It sort of deflects off your armor, and
Breaks
then
off the back.
yeah, the other one is going to attempt to cut you down with a sword, rolling a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. And that's 13 piercing damage.
Blake is going to laugh and look him in the eyes and say,
Oh, you
And
better
then they
kill
swing
me.
again for a 19.
"Oh, okay, that hits also." 13.
For 20 points of piercing damage as they cut into you. And I don't think that you're raging. So
I am raging,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, she's just going to look him in the eye and just be like, "Really, dude? Come on, I'm occupied. You'll wait your turn."
And the woman who was there in front of you is she doesn't think that you're gonna go down. Let's see. She begins running. Are you engaged with her?
Yeah, I fucking
guess that you
sunk
are.
a axe
Well,
into her.
if
like,
she's
Yeah,
within
so she's
5
going to use
feet
her
of him.
action to disengage and push you into the two pirates, and then she's going to begin running toward the mast. She grabs some rope, and that is her turn. Meanwhile, it is Cedric's turn. You can see the ship kind of immediately oncoming. You think that you're going to imminently crash into the side of it. You almost feel like you could run up the mast and climb onto the side of it, or you could theoretically wait until the two ships collide and do that. Not that you should.
No. I think. Can I see any? So the guys on the ship, or the enemy ship. Can I see all of them?
You can see a few of them
Yeah.
moving
Do
about.
any of them
And you can also see, just from the hole that you cut in, people moving underneath the deck of the ship and the bowels of it, maneuvering cannons.
Is any of them like on top of the deck, like particularly of note? Is anyone like looks like
There's
a real
a
mean
captain at the wheel, and at the crow's nest there appears to be a goblin jester figure. Oh, Jesus. Also, you have your kobold who's been with you the whole time. I've forgotten all about them. Their name
Man,
is
that
Kip or Copernicus.
should have been brought up so much sooner.
It's true.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry. We'll
God.
get to it later.
He has to have been hiding from us the whole time.
We'll say
Oh,
that he's
yeah.
been underneath the deck and not very talkative.
But yeah, he probably crawled in when I was glorping out, and then like I didn't notice him when I woke up.
Mm-hmm. You might have forgotten about him.
Yeah, for sure.
So, sorry, how far is the ship? Is it still 40 feet away?
Yeah, it's roughly 40 feet. We'll say it's a little bit closer by now, like 25 feet.
Okay.
Turn at its side.
So,
But you think
right,
that it's going
with-
to hit soon, and
with concentration.
hold your action.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, with concentration, how many spells of
One.
concentration can I?
You can
Just
only
one.
concentrate on one, spell of that type
Oh, okay.
at a time.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna probably just brace for what's coming. Like, hold on to the
Yeah.
side of the ship,
Very
or the
good, very
mast,
good.
and
Oh,
keep hold.
one thing people always forget about, myself included, is that
Mhm.
the dodge action is an action you can take that will give all attacks disadvantage on you in the coming round.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think that this would be something similar mechanically. You'd have advantage. On the incoming check, Strahd yells out, "Brace yourselves!" And the two ships, it collides through. And you're able to kind of break into the side of this ship, which is speared and impaled by the SS Irina.
Oh, do I have to make a throw to make sure I'm not fucking destroyed by this?
Yeah, make a dexterity saving throw, and also Cedric and Bast and Theodos.
Okay.
Obviously,
everyone
Cedric,
within-
you have advantage.
Yeah. Is everyone within
Oh
10
yeah,
feet of me.
I would. At least I would be.
I
Next
think
to
so.
You.
Yeah,
At least, yeah.
you're all together.
Cool. So I get a 15.
Mm-hmm.
I get
12.
a 19.
12.
I mean, I get a 17 anyway, so
I'm gonna say that
That's fine.
everyone is able to hold on. And Theodis, you are knocked prone, but you don't fall off the side of the ship.
Okay, thank God.
I'm on my ass.
Strahd holds resolutely to the wheel, steering wheel of the ship, and he is going to conjure a swarm of bats over the deck, which begins feeding on the various pirates.
Flashbacks.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this looks
Yeah.
cooler from this angle.
Yes.
It's
Less
not.
guano.
It's not fun being underneath them, but from the outside, very cool.
Cool. So are we still in initiative? Because
Yeah.
I have a
Whose
thing.
turn is it?
I think that we are still in initiative. It is your turn, Blake Sunny.
Beautiful. So these guys are distracted by the bats, I'm assuming, and there's this one lady who's running away who I said I would bring to Bast. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna launch myself after her and grapple.
Cool. You are gonna invoke attacks of opportunity.
Okay. If that's the case, then I might actually no, I can't fucking go back on it, can I?
You. I mean, you.
No,
sort
you
of see
can't.
them.
I can? Okay, cool. Instead, I'm just gonna fucking power slash the weakest looking of these pirates then.
Cool.
With
Yeah,
advantage.
you do that.
Okay, so that's a 19. It's minus
That
a
hits.
certain amount. Yeah, so that's a 19 with advantage. Lamau both times. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 23. So I'm just assuming that hits. I don't have to. I'm gonna re-roll just in case I get a 20. But
Always.
always. Cool. So the first one's a power slash. So again, that's plus 10 damage to whatever this is. 17, 27.
17
And-
and 27 are the.
Oh, it's
um,
27 for the first one and
Okay.
15 for the second one.
Got it.
And plus 2d4. Can't forget, they're like an icing on the cake. Just 8. Wow, that's max damage.
Oh, that's max. Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's
Yeah,
max
so
for
you
the d4.
Instantly kind of bloody this guy. He cries out
Cool.
in a dialect of Elvish you might not be familiar with.
Sylvan?
It's not Sylvan. It's
Orin?
it's like a variant of Sylvan.
Cool. Okay. But also, the person who's running away also continues to take damage as her flesh physically rots off her body.
That's right. That's right. Is it the 8?
It is the 8 was for the guy I just hit. 4 is
Got
for
it.
the lady.
2. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
totally fine. Yeah, she does. Her wounds continue to bleed.
Nice. And that's Blake. She's just fucking him up.
Mm-hmm. And Bast, it is now your turn. You can hear the pirate captain say, "Abandon ship! Abandon ship!"
I'm gonna saunter up to the edge of this ship and like lean on the edge of it, and like look down at them and say, "What were you trying to accomplish here?" I'm gonna yell that out over to the captain of the ship. What was the point of this? I don't understand.
One of the pirates kind of looks over at you with some fear and says, "We're just following orders. There's a command, and we're looking for the goop."
Right. All right. You failed.
Blake in the distance.
Hey.
Is like, hey, Bad.
You're gonna tell us how to get back to Sigil, okay? All right, bud?
And
Nod and say yes. Nod and say yes. Nod and say yes.
The pirates sort of
Nod and
laugh
say
and
yes.
say,
Nod and say yes.
"You just need to go to the Amber Temple."
I turn my
It'll
head
get you
over to
back the
Strahd.
city. And Strahd says, yes, they're right.
Okay. So do we start picking them off? Should I just, yeah, I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna aim at the captain. How far away is he at this point? So we've rammed into the ship. How far
and
can
you've
I
come
get?
up to the side of the ship.
Yeah.
Well, you think that if you used all of your movement, he would be about 30 feet away.
From him specifically?
From him specifically. It's a larger ship.
Right.
Or we'll say 20 feet.
I'm gonna turn my head over my shoulder and say, "Orders, Captain."
And Strahd says,
These guys are the guys that have been fucking with us in Sigil, by the way.
And he says, death or exile. I can't use them as prisoners.
How do we exile them from a place they know how to get back to?
I guess that's fair. Well, he.
All right. He said death or exile.
Yeah, and this is interesting. This is an interesting situation for these pirates. But anyways, it's not their
for some
turn
reason,
quite yet.
Bast respects the command chain of a person who owns a ship.
Mhm.
Like, this is his ship, and he's like, letting us on it. He's the captain. What he says goes. So I'm
He has
like,
a crown. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
He has a captain crown. Oh my god.
So it's death then, Lord Captain.
And he says, "Yes,
You're.
we'll feast on their blood."
I don't know about that, but you heard the boss. And I will just fucking leap from the deck of the ship down, like, into the fray and enlarge myself as an action. So now there are 4 of me, 4 large versions of me.
And you can see various gray elves kind of moving about, frantically grabbing their things and
I'm just
saying, "We don't have
screaming.
much more time."
And that's my turn.
I can imagine 4 of them screaming. It's probably
Yeah.
really loud.
It is very
Yeah.
loud.
Like a chorus
It's
effect.
supposed to be some like Lao Tzu or Sun Tzu, whatever, art of
Mhm.
war intimidation tactic. Like, they're supposed to scream and turn around, and then I'm supposed to cut the back of their necks. Is how
Yeah.
this is supposed to work. But that's my
Mhm.
turn.
You can tell that they've taken a bit of damage anyways because of the exploding cannonballs and obviously the ship being impaled. Theodos, it is now your turn.
Oh,
I like
I
how
scream,
I turned to
violence!
I turned to Strahd and I was like, "Cake or death, sir."
Do I hear the magical click?
Yes,
I've been
and
waiting
this
so eagerly to
clicks
hear.
back in.
Oh,
The click of the cannons, yeah. And you know that you're already inside of the ship, so you think if you launch into it, you'd probably destroy the better part of it, at least.
Oh, do I even need to roll for this?
No, I'll tell you what happens.
Click.
You press both of the buttons at the same time and you click, and then you hear the sound of an enormous explosion and vroom, 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 vroom. Oh gosh.
oh,
what
can I
is
say it was
Oh,
at this point that I leaped screaming onto the other ship, like during the Michael Bay explosion?
mhm.
Yes.
So a massive shockwave of light radiates out from the inside of the ship in all directions and covers the greater part of all of you. And that's where we're going to stop.
Ooh.
You just hear me
Okay.
scream, "Violence!" and click the buttons.
And there's just an impulse.
Man, these 2-hour sessions kill me, Derek.
That's the perfect place to
Break
stop.
my heart.
Ugh.
I have to
wanted
think about
fuck some
the
people up.
narrative
Not a s-
movement too. It's a different format. I understand
get it.
you can be frustrated with
No,
it.
no, no,
but I
no, no, no.
can't-
It's just like I like playing D&D. So
Yeah.
like I would like to play it for longer, but that's cool.
I hear that. I hear that. I feel like the 2 hours is about the right length for the episodic kind of run of it, and it makes it so that we're always coming in on a cliffhanger.
I like that actually.
Dude,
like it a
Strahd's chill in this canon.
It does seem pretty chill.
He's nice to hang out with.
He like literally cocked his head when I asked him whether we should kill all of these men or not, and that's weird for Strahd.
Mhm.
Usually
Yeah.
he would be like Captain Hook,
Yeah.
kill them all.
Yeah, I think that him being able to get out of his domain, this is like it's like his one vacation a millennia.
No,
right?
that's literally what it feels like. It just feels like he's on vacation. He's like able, like his one day of being free from the curse of himself.
right,
and-
right, and
That's nice for him.
he's not at all threatened by the circumstances either. He
No.
just, he runs his boat into theirs because he knows that even if this situation which happened did happen, he'll be fine.
That's why, like, when I was like, "Are you sure your boat's that much stronger than theirs?" and he was like confident, "Yes." I'm like, "Cool."
It's cool. I've always wanted to have Strahd appear in one of my games, and so it's been...
Did you expect he would be so chill when you did it?
No, I didn't expect that he would be so chill, but
Especially in the face of a Sunny. Like, it's gonna be, like, Blake
I
is
can't-
deliberately being like, I'm just Owl. I am
No,
an
no,
owl
no, no.
person."
I'm definitely gonna bring up next session that my buddy here, they apparently hunt vampires, but not all vampires. I definitely want to bring that up because I want to see you have a conversation with him and talk to
Yeah.
him about his
Oh, no.
autobiography.
Yeah.
right, the fact that the autobiography is going to be there, it's like, do
The
I
fact
sign
that I had to read the
You gonna
PDF
pull
as
out your
well.
copy and be like, "Can you sign this?"
Maybe. It depends how cool he is. If he immediately tries to
He's
turn me
been
into
cool
a
as
frog.
fuck so far.
So far. Like,
cooler
we'll
than
see.
you would
We'll see.
expect?
Cool as a cucumber.
Like,
But yeah.
Bast
we'll
is
see.
so chill with him because he's what he thought vampires were 2 weeks ago. He had because Bast had hung out with vampires. He had partied with vampires
Yeah.
before, and then
Yeah,
he met
yeah.
those assholes, and that just ruined everything. But now he meets Straw, and he's like, I probably shouldn't be so speciest or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Strahd is kind of the model classical vampire who's above it all.
Right.
There's nothing that impresses Strahd,
Yeah.
and so he makes that was Bast's character defining trait, right? Like, I'm not, impressed by this, and Strahd is that, but times 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
He's-
did ask
he
to
is
be
the
called
trendsetter.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely the trendsetter.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, now we're gonna see a bunch of seafaring vampires in like 10 years after people hear about this.
Dude,
It's
I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, Strahd
Really
at sea.
Like, drowning for vampires, not as bad. Running out of blood in the middle of the ocean, pretty bad.
Oh, and by the
Um,
way, we've
yeah.
been recording for an hour and 33 minutes, not even 2 hours.
Okay,
Bye,
okay.
everybody.
Bye, everyone. Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Wow.
Thank you for watching.